My real love is native plants, and that's why I have a great appreciation for Wayfarers Park, because there is an intact native plant community here that was created mainly by uh, the thinning that was done in 2005 of the Doug fir forest here. This is a Doug fir 9-bark habitat type, and the thinning of it created the light that has allowed all of the shrub and forb material to take off and grow, and it is very beautiful. Arrowleaf balsam root is one of our favorite spring bloomers. It covers the rocky hillsides all over our part of the country, and that is true on this beautiful scenic vista right up here on Flathead, looking over Flathead Lake. And this is an interesting plant because Lewis and Clark found that the Native American people actually ate all aspects of this plant. The leaves, the stems, they would eat it just raw. I don't recommend that you do that, but it has been noted that all aspects of this plant all parts of this plant are possibly edible, especially the roots, and the roots are used medicinally.
What time of year would the arrowleaf plant be blooming?
It is one of the first plants we see that come into bloom, and the bright yellow just captures the sunlight and is spectacular. So we have biscuit root in our landscape here, and biscuit root are very interesting. We actually have two really important species here. The one we're looking at right now is the fernleaf desert parsley, and if you look at the leaf, it's very ferny. It was used by the Native Americans, the roots were used by the Native Americans for food. Very edible, but it's the roots, not the plant itself. So keep that in mind. And we have a lot of the other species, the 9-leaf desert parsley, which you'll see in just a moment, right up here. But this is a great plant, a great landscape plant too for this time of year. Very interesting. This one gets pretty tall. The other one is a shorter species.
So what would the roots have been used for? Would they have been stored during the winter?
Yes, they would have. And they make flour out of it. Some more of our early spring sunshine blooms, the yellows. And we talked about our fernleaf desert parsley. Well, here we have, this is 9-leaf desert parsley or biscuit root, another one that the Native Americans used the roots to grind up and make flour out of. So this is our 9-leaf, and I don't know how it got the name 9-leaf or why it's called 9-leaf, and I'm sure there's a reason. And then right beside it is another very similar plant, and this is groundsel. This is one of our many groundsel species in Montana. All of these are native. Everything we're looking at today is native. So, and this will open up and be a huge bloom on here. All these individual flowers open up. So, two great plants.
The biscuit root is called desert parsley. Is it in any way related to parsley you might use like in your kitchen for cooking?
It's in the parsley family. Good question. And also this one is the 9-leaf desert parsley. The other one we had was fernleaf desert parsley, bigger flower on it. And if we show them side by side, you would see the difference. But they're all sort of similar, but this is in the parsley family, and so is the fernleaf desert parsley. This is another one of our springtime joyful flowers, the heartleaf arnica. And you can see the shape of the leaf. That's how it gets its name. Arnica is used medicinally. It's another spring bloomer. It's another great one to use in your gardens. It is used, it's suggested that it's not taken internally, but it is used for bruising and pain relief. So one of our very favorite, and there are many species of arnica in Montana. This is one of our early bloomers. This little meadow by the road, by the trail side, is a perfect example of how beautiful our native landscape, our native plants can be, and how colorful they are. Many people think of our native plants as not being very colorful, but when we see the lupin and we see the biscuit root and the arnica and serviceberry, and all the things that are going to continue to bloom in this landscape. And hopefully we'll be able to show you that as we continue with these videos.